Are you a coach who is getting inconsistent sales and you want to understand the one key thing that you need to do in order to get more predictability in your sales, in your business, and consistently make sales? If yes, then this is the video you are going to want to watch. My name is Chris Berry. I help coaches sell over $10.5 million, and I'm going to break down the key that you need to implement into your coaching business immediately in order to get more predictability. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into my computer screen and we're going to go ahead and break all of these things down. So once again, this is the key to getting predictable sales inside of your business. Now, the way that we're going to go ahead and do that is through reverse engineering. And you might be, reverse engineering? Like, we're here in business, Chris. Like, why in the world is this so important? Essentially, what reverse engineering will give us the freedom to do is say, we are going to go ahead and have a slot machine. And what if I told you that this slot machine, for every $1 you put in, you were able to go ahead and get $3 back? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how you can do in your business, so you actually have predictability of consistently, and you can understand that if I want to make $10,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $100,000 plus per month, how you can actually understand the steps you need to take in order to get there. Now, moving on to the next step of how are we actually going to make this become reality. It's all through statistics. Reverse engineering is based upon getting statistics in your business. Now, you're like, Chris, look, I'm here to go ahead and learn how to get more predictable sales, be more consistent. I'm not here to get these numbers and statistics. Look, I'm telling you, this is one of the key and most pivotal things that I have used to help coaches grow, and one of the biggest roadblocks that holds a lot of coaches back from getting to the next level because they don't have an understanding of what to do in order to grow their business. Think about it. In a business, you have to go ahead and make decisions about to do this or to do that, where to allocate your resources, whether it be time, attention, money, whatever it is. And how can you go ahead and you make those decisions unless you have the information, you have the statistics to go ahead and determine what are the best next steps moving forward. So, and when I typically go ahead and I ask coaches, hey, what do you have about statistics? This is the face they give me. Yeah, oh, I don't really like, I know how many followers I have, or I know I did a post last week or whatever it is, really. And then I'm like, no, like show me, like what do you have? Like what is the basic stuff that you have? And this is, they come back to me. Absolutely nothing. And so ultimately, how can you really make informed decisions to grow your business, to reverse engineer, and understand the steps you need to take in order to reach your target of whatever that is, unless you know the steps you are wanting and needing to take to get there? So once again, I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and literally have a slot machine to where you can put $1 in and you can get $3 back plus consistently. So how we're going to go ahead and do this is by first understanding, in order to generate more sales on a consistent basis, we're not going to get sales unless we go ahead and we have leads coming into our business. And there are three ways to go ahead and generate leads: either by making content, by doing outreach, or through paid ads. Today, this video is not geared around how to generate leads. If you're interested, I will go ahead and include links inside of the description of this video or just inside of the community where you can go ahead and check out ways to generate leads. The purpose of this video is to go ahead and reverse engineer and give you the key so that you can get more predictable sales. So today, what we're going to focus on is just paid ads. In my opinion, this is the best, fastest, and most consistent way to generate leads. Conversation for another time, but this is what we're going to focus on for today. Now, as we're getting into the actual reverse engineering, the steps that you need to take, I need to go ahead and set some ground rules, okay? This is what I go ahead and I do in order to reverse engineer, and I want to make sure you have an understanding of what are all of these metrics here on the right. What do they mean? What do they signify? And then how are we going to go ahead and measure them? So jumping into the first one, I know there's a couple points here, okay? The first point on the last slide was spend, right? That is simply how much money have you spent on ads? Did you put $100 in? Did you put $1,000 in? $10,000? Whatever it is. Okay? That's the first one. Pretty self-explanatory. The next one is CPM. Now this stands for cost per mil. And all that means is I'm going to take my ad and I'm going to put it in front of 1,000 people's eyeballs. I'm going to put it on 1,000 people's feed. Wherever we put the ad, it's going to go ahead and cost this amount of money for 1,000 people to see it. Awesome. Next number, or I should say next metric, is going to be CTR. And CTR stands for click-through rate. This is the people that have seen your ad, right, from the last one, CPM, people that have seen your ad that click on it, right? Let's say you have an ad that's like, hey, click here to learn more, click here to join my free school community, whatever it is. People that click on the ad, the percentage of people that see it in comparison to the people that click it is your CTR, your click-through rate. Moving on, next you have your conversion rate. That is of your landing page is what we're referring to in this specific instance. So people that have clicked on your ad now, out of, let's say, 100 people that have clicked on your ad, that have landed on your landing page, how many of them go ahead and opt in and give their information? So if it is 10 people out of 100, your landing page conversion rate is 10%. So these are the first metrics. The second half of the metrics, and then we're going to get into the fun stuff of actually reverse engineering so you can actually start making more money consistently in your business. The next one is, okay, now we have generated a lead, right? We've got that in our business. Now it's more of a sales piece. What percentage of these people do we get in communication with? Okay. And these numbers can vary slightly based off of what you are doing in regards to lead generation, what your sales funnel, your process is. This is the one that we go ahead and do. So lead comes in, you have some sort of either salesperson or an email or an automation or something like that that gets in communication with these people. So I have 100 leads. Out of the 100 leads, how many of them got in communication? That's all that it is. Leads that you've spoken to, got in communication to some degree. Okay. Next one. We have, let's say, out of 100 leads, 20 of the people, 30 of the people we get in communication with. Of these 30 people, what percentage of them agree to go ahead and get on a demo, to go ahead and have a call, a chat, to speak about possibly partnering with us? That is your demo booking percentage. Now, of these people that go ahead and book a demo, every single one of them, from a high degree of probability, will not show up. So what is your show percentage? Is it 90%, right? 9 out of 10? Is it 60%, 6 out of 10? Is it lower? Whatever it is, that is going to be your show rate. Obviously, close rate, you get someone on a sales call. Out of 10 people, how many of them do you close? And then what is your average contract value, okay? Your average sale amount. So if I'm selling a $5,000 program, that's the only thing I sell, then every single sale that I do is going to be $5,000. That's my average contract value. So I know this is a lot of numbers. I know I'm throwing a bunch at you, but I want to make sure you have an understand the metrics before we really kind of get into all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do next is I'm going to dive into my screen here. I'm going to zoom this in for you so you can actually see it a little bit better, okay? So once again, let's put this there. Okay, so we have this averages and statistics. I want to get it nice in the middle of the screen for you guys. Come on, be nice. Cool. Okay, so here we are. We have, right, same exact step that we just talked about before. Spend, CPM, CTR, all these things. So let's assume, just as an example, we spend $1,000 on ads, okay? The cost to put it in front of 1,000 people, CPM, is $50. Your click-through rate is 2%. Your conversion rate is 25%. You get in communication with 20% of your leads. 25% of the people that you get in communication with agree to get on a demo. You have 80% of the people actually show up, and you have a 30% closing rate of a $5,000 program. Cool. Simple enough. Yeah, there's a lot of numbers, but not rocket science, okay? Here's the really fun part. Now that we have these statistics, and by the way, in order to get these statistics, it's very easy. Spend, you look at your ad account. How much did you spend? CPM, you look at your ad account. How much did it cost to put in front of your audience? Okay, click-through rate, same exact thing. Inside of your ad account, it's going to tell you what percentage of people clicked on it. You literally just rip the number directly from your ad account. Let's say Facebook ads, for example. Okay, same exact part here of your conversion rate. People that landed on the page, it should be actually, the opt-ins divided by the people that land on your page. The ad account just automatically gives you the number anyway, right? So there you go, is your sales page conversion. Amazing. We got all those directly from the ad account. Now, this is where a little bit more of either you have systems in the back end that track this or a manual checking process to go ahead and see how many people did I actually get in communication with. Once again, 100 people, 20 of them I got in communication with, okay? Same exact thing here. This is more of just a manual thing. How many of, you say you had 10 conversations, how many of them did you actually book to get on a demo? How many of them showed up? And then how many closed? This is more of a manual process. Of course, there are systems and stuff that we, for example, put in place for our clients to go ahead and make it easier, faster, so they're not spending time manually tracking this so they can focus on the bigger stuff. In short, though, to keep it simple, manually track it for now, okay, if you don't have those systems. Now, we have all these statistics. Now, the fun part is we can go ahead and reverse engineer the results, okay? So all of these different things, okay? How many people, impressions, how many people saw it, how many people clicked, how many people became leads for us. Then, by the way, this is all just based on the numbers that we said, $1,000 and everything here, okay? How many people did we get in communication? How many demos did we book, held, all of that, okay? So we had for $1,000, we put our ad in front of 20,000 people. Of those 20,000 people, 400 of them clicked on our ad. Of those 400 people, 100 of them became leads for us. Of those 100, 20 of them we got in communication with. 5 of them booked a demo. 4 of them actually showed up to the demo. And then 1.2, obviously I know it's just based on the statistics and numbers, 1.2 people closed, which gave us a revenue of $6,000 and a total profit of $5,000, right? $6,000 minus your $1,000. Pretty cool, right? You literally came. Once again, what did I tell you? We're going to make a machine to where you put $1 in, you get a multiple of that out. I said 3. I'm showing you how you can go ahead and get 5. Now, let's say, for example, you are very poor. Let's say your click-through rate is a bit lower. Let's say it's only 1%. Okay, you will notice this dramatically will go ahead and decrease, your profit. I mean, you're still profitable, which is a solid thing, right? But as a whole, that is what you're looking at when you have a lower click-through rate on your ad. So let's say you have a 1% and you want to get back up to 2% because you want to do that. Okay, what can you do? And that's the beautiful part behind it, because now when you understand these statistics, it's not a guessing game. It's not, okay, what do I do? I'm so confused. I want to grow my business, but I know, no. You have the statistics. You look at it. You simply just look at this and say, okay, click-through rate should be a little bit higher. What steps do we need to take in order to improve our click-through rate? Okay, we got to get a better ad creative. We got to do some better ad copy. Maybe the messaging inside of the actual ad isn't going ahead and resonating with our audience. So are we targeting the right audience? Is it the right person that we're going, or is the message wrong? And so now, once we have the statistics, we can now understand, because this is the hardest part. There are some people that come to me like, yeah, Chris, I'm taking a bunch of sales courses and I'm improving. But the thing is, there are so many things that you can do in order to improve your coaching business. Is that the most important and pressing thing that you really need to do to grow your coaching business? Because, for example, if you're coming to me and you already have like a 60% close rate, even a 50% close rate, you can see that you're having a $4,000 profit, which is good, yes. But what if your conversion rate on your sales page is there? If you notice that improving, right, let's just come back here. Let's say you can squeeze a little bit more. You're taking a lot of sales and everything. You go from a 50% close to a 60%. That's a $400 difference, right? Now, if you went ahead and instead of doing that, you're like, okay, let me actually just get my conversion rate to what's a little bit more normal, like even just 20%. You went from $1,000 to $3,000 in profit. That's a $2,000 jump. Right, so what's going to be the biggest lever? What's going to be the most important thing to grow my business? It's not improving my close rate. It's improving my conversion rate on my landing page. So now you can actually understand, as a business owner, with your limited amount of time that you have as a coach, what do you do? Where do you allocate it? And what's the most important thing that you need to improve? So here's the cool part, because you're currently spending $1 and you're making $3,000, or you're making $4,000 back, really, in total, $3,000 profit. But here's this. If you really have a system that gives you $1 in and $4 out, spend as much money. I think we can all agree. Okay, so let's say instead of $1,000, you now are spending $5,000 a month, and now you have $20,000 a month that's coming in and 5K profit, or 15K profit. I like that. Okay, if it's still continuing to working and the numbers are staying the same, right? Your click-through rate, your conversion rate, your income, your demo, your show rate, your close rate, and your average contract value. Cool. What if we went ahead and spent $10,000 now? Now you went and you have a $30,000 profit at the end of the day, and you have $40,000 that's coming in. So long story short, to go ahead and recap everything, what I went ahead and I told you in the beginning is I'm going to go ahead and show you how to predictably go ahead and get sales in your business. And the key is reverse engineering. Is through having statistics. Without this information, you're guessing. I was literally just speaking with someone yesterday, and she was telling me how she had all these different business coaches and she wasn't tracking statistics. And it blew my mind. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because this is what you need to really understand. Where do I allocate my time, my money, my attention, all of these different things? And when you have these systems in place and you can really understand how it works and everything, life becomes a lot easier. So if you guys are interested in better understanding how to go ahead and reverse engineer, two things that you can go ahead and do. Number one, I'm going to include a link, first link in the description, to my free community where I share a bunch of information about how you can grow your coaching business. Go ahead and make sure you do that. Number two, I'm also going to include a link to this right here, this template that I'm showing you, to where you could just simply input your numbers for paid ads, to go ahead and put how much you spend, your cost per mil, all of these different things, so you can start implementing this into your business to get more consistency and understand what you need to do. So if you are interested, both of those links will be down in the description. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the video, number one. Number two, if you're really looking to get the most out of this content, the videos, I'm not going to break down all the science behind it, but the more that you interact, the more that you externalize it, the more you're able to remember and actually apply it. So go ahead and make sure you also comment down below what was one of the biggest things that you're able to learn from this. And as well, if you do enjoy this type of content, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you guys here on the next video. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you that you are the true coaches and the real students. You made it till the end of the video. Do me a favor, share this with a friend who wants to go to another level. Also, make sure you like the video, comment below so I know who you are, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for the channel, as we will be dropping more valuable content every single day. See you soon.